Well, hi everybody. In this edition of Moodle Support Theater, I'm going to be sharing both basic information as well as updates and improvements to the second of the 4 types of assignments we find in our activity drop-down field. We're working in the new updated default in Moodle. That's the weekly view with 16 weeks set. Okay, to begin, let's go to our page, upper right-hand corner. Let's turn editing on. And let's scroll down to the highlighted week, and to the right-hand side of the column we see Add an Activity. Our choices: offline, upload, online, and advanced uploading. We're going to upload a single file. We select that and we're taken to the Adding a New Assignment screen. Now I should point out that using this method allows your students to prepare their material, usually in Word, and then turn it in online, much like a Dropbox. And now you have it, and it's available for you to edit, score, and record instantly in the gradebook. So let's create the assignment. I'm going to use the same thing I did in my last video. We're going to call this Defending Your View, and I will cut and paste that information. Now, when I use the description or summary box, and I right-click and I paste, we get a window that pops up, and this is an improvement. Go ahead and use Control-V and select OK, and your content will be placed in the summary box. Now, the reason we do this, remember how you used to get Word coding and XML callouts and all kinds of junk filling your boxes? Okay, this prevents it. This is an improvement to Moodle. By using that little box and using the Control-V to paste in a PC platform, you clean out all that schmutz, so you should have less problems. Your grade is set by using the drop-down next to the grade box. You can go from 1 to 250 points, as well as no credit, or no grade. I'm going to leave this one right at 100 points. Now, for an online, the available and due date can be very practical. If you want to set dates when something is available and when it is due by, you can do it here. You may also fill in the check boxes and disable one or both functions. Now, new to this section, prevent late submissions. Do you want people to be able to turn things in after the due date? Your decision. Choose yes or no. Also, we have some new choices. Do you want them to be able to turn in a second version? Oh my goodness, I found a mistake, Professor. Here's a corrected version. I generally say yes, but in some cases, a final exam may not be practical. Email alerts to a teacher. Do you want an email every single time someone turns in an assignment? Generally no, but sometimes in a final or a special exam situation, it can be useful. Maximum size, I tend to go for the maximum unless that's part of the assignment. Send me a paper no larger than 10 kilobytes, or send me a paper and photos no larger than 10 megabytes. Otherwise, I leave it at the maximum to avoid hassles. Group modes can be set here. You can decide whether to hide this in the visible box where it says show and hide. Generally, you're going to want to show it unless it's weeks in advance. The trick here, I've always found, I forget to make it visible and the students can't see the assignment. Do not fill in an ID number. If you have grade categories set up, and I heartily endorse that, go ahead and select the category you wish to use, and then choose Save and Return to your course. We're back on the main page. We scroll down. There is our assignment. We're going to click on the assignment. When you do, it shows the information you placed in your summary box. It shows when it's available, what the due dates are, and it gives the user an opportunity to upload their material with a simple browse action. They browse to their desktop, they find the document they need to turn in, they choose Upload this file, and it will tell them if the file is uploaded successfully and allow them to continue. Let's use our breadcrumbs in the upper left-hand corner and go back to our main page. And to look at how some of these features work, let's go to our Activities block, left-hand column, lower portion of the page, and let's select Assignments. Now, if we were to select the assignment name, we would again see all of the course information. We see the assignment type, the due date, and as information is uploaded, since this is an uploading activity, you will see when attempts have been made. Give it a click, and you'll be taken to the Quick Grade section. Notice at the very bottom of the page, scroll all the way down. Make sure Allow Quick Grading has a check mark in the box. If it doesn't, add one, and then right below it, choose Save Preferences. Let's come back to the top of the page. We had a lot of concerns previously that if you gave a point value to your grade, you could not enter it with the drop-down feature. Now you may enter your numerical value. Let's say our first student gets 95.6. Okay, type it in, press enter, and the grade is created in the gradebook. Naturally, it has to be a numerical value. Probably not a good idea just to enter an A because that has no numerical value. You may add comments. You may send notification emails. As we look at the very bottom of the grade sheet, it says send notification emails. Probably don't want to do that for every single item, but you can do it for special events, and it's always a good idea to save when you're finished. Let's go back to the main page, and using good practices, let's turn our editing off. As always, we're here to help. If you have problems, call 3633 and join us next time as we continue to explore the assignment category. Thank you.